Hello, everyone. It's the last week of April, and I'm here to bring you your weekly digest with all of the news, updates, and other exciting things that I think that you should know about. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 5 things I learned from Directions North America. But first, here's a few events I'd like you to be aware of. In the world of conventions, DynamicsCon Live is May 22nd through the 25th in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. This 3 day event has over 100 sessions and a ton of awesome sponsors and speakers. There's still plenty of time to register, so take the time to do so if you are interested. Also in May, on the 15th through the 17th, Ingram Micro is hosting their Global Cloud and Innovation Summit in Las Vegas. This won't be a Biz Apps specific event, but it will have a bunch of great speakers and sponsors across multiple vendor lines. So if you're curious to know more about the Ingram Micro experience, network with other Ingram Micro partners, and have a hell of a good time, this might be the event for you. Then, in October, Dynamics Communities is hosting their Community Summit in Charlotte, North Carolina on the 15th through the 20th. This one is basically in my backyard, so I'm really hoping to attend. The weather should still be mild and pleasant then, so if you're trying to be someplace warmer or cooler relative to your current location, that should be a pretty good enough reason to come. But once again, it's shaping up to be a great event with great speakers and sponsors. The Charlotte Convention Center is 280,000 square feet, which is absolutely massive. And there are a lot of great hotels within walking distance of the center, as well as a variety of dining establishments. Next, there is Microsoft Build, which is live in Seattle as well as online, and that's happening May 23rd through the 24th or 25th, depending on whether you're attending virtually. This is another one where you might have to decide between this and DynamicsCon. There's also a ton of other events happening around the world, such as Directions Asia, the Iberian Technology Summit, Dynamics Minds, and others. There are some other trainings happening as well, such as a 4 day project operations bootcamp being hosted by Microsoft May 16th through the 19th. But I really hope that you'll take the time to go to Ingram Micro's Global Cloud and Innovation Summit instead of spending time there. There's also a few virtual training days happening in early May through Microsoft, but hopefully you're starting to get the hang of things like Activate Digital Selling by now. Then the Reactor training website has a few cool webinars coming up, but nothing too specific to Biz Apps. Currently, same for the May 2023 Hot Sheet Partner Training schedule. But the reason you've tuned in is to hear my top 5 takeaways from Directions North America. So let's get right into it. Number one, right now, the Biz Apps landscape looks a lot like just Business Central and the Power Platform. This got touched on a little bit at Directions, and the truth is that there's been a lot of economic uncertainty since COVID. And despite that, ERP systems are still at the heart of most industries, so they are not seen as elective spending. On top of that, Power Platform is helping people save money in the long run. I would fundamentally disagree a little bit that CRM isn't saving you time and money. It should be something that you should be able to justify. However, you can run your sales off of spreadsheets for far longer than you can run your financials off of spreadsheets. Number two, there's still some skepticism out there about the capabilities of both Power Apps as well as Power Automate. I heard multiple individuals complain about how long certain flows took to run, and I heard Business Central developers argue about why building in AL was superior to building in Power Apps. I'd be curious to explore this more on the channel in detail at some point, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Number three, licensing is still a pain in everyone's side, and there's still lots of situations where there's ambiguity over whether or not a user needs a license. Everyone is obviously trying to make the most of their budget and their base license entitlements with their O365 or M365 licenses or even their Dynamics licenses. And some of those things actually make licensing more blurry, and that's before you throw multiplexing in the mix. Add on to that, some things might still work despite not being compliant because there's no technical enforcement around some of these things. I think that Microsoft would like to simplify this in the long term, but for now, your best bet is to always work with a trusted licensing expert and err on the side of caution whenever possible. Number four, ISVs don't have a huge spotlight in the indirect provider space, and I think that's something that needs to be solved for. For ISVs, the challenge is really that they're trying to broaden their reach, whereas for the indirect providers, This is a really niche market without an effective way to monetize it. Number five, one of the biggest announcements that they made was that soon there will be new attach options for Business Central. That means that you'll be able to attach Sales Enterprise and or Customer Service Enterprise to Business Central Premium. You could also attach Business Central Essentials to Sales Enterprise and or Customer Service Enterprise. These join the current attach option of Sales Professional and or Customer Service Professional to Business Central Essentials or Premium. So there's new flexibility there, and it really allows for Business Central users to also be able to experience some of the value that Sales Enterprise and Customer Service Enterprise bring on the CE side without breaking the bank. Finally, one bonus one, number six. Microsoft teased Copilot and AI capabilities some in the keynote, but that was about it, which really coincides with my theory that there's still a lot of media hype around an offering that isn't quite ready for prime time. That about wraps it up for today. Huge shout out to everyone I met at Directions North America. And like I said, there is a ton of stuff going on over the next couple of months. So make sure that you block out time on your calendar for all of these awesome events. Be sure to leave a reaction, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're still working on our goal of 100 subscribers, and I hope that I can earn your subscribe if you find this content worthwhile. Also, if there's a topic you'd like to see me cover, please drop that in the comments section below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.